Hello there, Cardano Nation. Welcome back to Dapp Central. I'm Fareed, and in today's video, I want to share some breaking news when it comes to the progression of the World Mobile Protocol. Now, if you don't know about World Mobile, they're going to be aiming to connect the unconnected through a sharing economy. That said, as a part of the month of March, we just saw the team host what they call their community updates, in which they discuss the progress of the actual protocol. And so as a part of this update here, they talked about the Satoshi Roundtable, Mobile World Congress, their roadmap, Zanzibar AirNode deployment updates, AirNode sales, their global app rollout, and just so much more. If you guys missed this particular video, I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and check it out. I did go ahead and record it, and I have posted it here on the channel with timestamps included below. Now, as a part of today's video, what I want to talk about is going to be the fact that we now have the ability to see the top 10 AirNodes by revenue on WMTScan. We've also got the addition of a few more AirNodes that have been deployed across Zanzibar, which is going to be the first region that we're going to see this protocol rolling out. After that, I want to talk about a recent Aerostat launch that we've seen in New Hampshire. And then I also want to talk about the fact that we now have the official rollout of the World Mobile global app within Australia. Very lastly, we're going to talk about the AYA white paper, which has been anticipated for quite some time. Now, before we jump into all of that amazing content, if you guys want to support me here on the channel when it comes to bringing you guys the latest and greatest developments surrounding Cardano projects, then consider delegating with the official Dapp Central stake pool, which is stake pool ticker DAPP. Throughout the months of March, which has just wrapped up, all the way through May, I'll be giving away the MELD and GENS tokens to delegators, which will be claimable through Tosi Drop. I thank you guys very much, and again, I appreciate all the support that you guys have shown me here across the last few months. Jumping into the very first topic here for today, we're going to be talking about the fact that we now have the ability to see the top 10 AirNodes by revenue on WMTScan. So we've got a screenshot here which says from top 5 now to top 10. During the last community call, the team confirmed that we would be able to see the top 5 AirNodes within a particular region when it comes to revenue, and they've now bumped that up to the top 10 most active AirNodes in terms of revenue. Looking at the left-hand side here in this graphic, we have the AirNode ID. Right in the middle, we've got the consumption within the last 24 hours, which the most right now within the Zanzibar region is clocking it at about 16 gigs per 24 hours. And then on the right hand column there in purple, we have the AirNode host revenue. So that's going to be the amount of revenue that the actual person running the AirNode or the AirNode owner will be able to make. So somewhere around the area of about $60 to $70 there for about 16 gigs of data. At the very lowest, we have about 11 gigs of data, clocking in about $40 to $50. Now, what I want to do is just take an opportunity here while we're already talking about WMTScan to just quickly jump over here in order to give you guys a brief update on where we stand. So as of today, which is going to be March 31st of 2023, the WMT or the World Mobile Token price is currently sitting at about 19 cents with a market cap of 76 million with 2 billion total supply, of which 386 million are currently circulating with more than 275 million globally staked. Now, scrolling down just a little bit here at the bottom there, we've got 281 AirNodes currently online, consuming 625 gigabytes within the last 24 hours, with a total of just shy of about 17,000 users clocking onto the network in the last 24 hours, with a total network uptime getting closer and closer to a single year, which is now sitting at 330 days. Now, in terms of the most recent AirNodes that we've seen rolled out as a part of that last community update, the team did confirm that they would be adding additional AirNodes within the PAJ region, which we can now see does actually have a single AirNode. And then if we scroll up north a little bit, they did also announce that in Nungwe that they would also be having some additional AirNodes deployed here. Again, both of these are going to be touristy beachfront areas. But I do also want to mention that we now have an additional AirNode here deployed in Tumbatu. So really good progress there when it comes to this team continuing to deliver on their promises of developing their first AirNode rollout within the Zanzibar region. The second topic I want to cover as a part of today's video is going to be the Aerostat launch that we've seen within the New Hampshire region in the United States. If you guys are not aware, World Mobile will not only be focusing on countries and continents like Africa, as well as the Middle East, which we've just seen them announce a rollout that will be coming soon within the Pakistan region, but they will also be focusing on filling the gaps here within the United States. And so there's been quite a few comments within my particular YouTube videos here asking when will we actually be able to see the actual flight of one of these aerostats. So this has now officially been answered with this video here by the World Mobile team. So it says here, last week the team embarked on a journey from Zanzibar to the US. And if I'm not mistaken, during their community call, they confirmed that they actually brought over AirNodes as well as the application from Zanzibar to basically roll out here within the United States as a proof of concept. Now, their goal was to do two different things. Number one, to launch their Aerostat, which as you guys can see there is fully functioning and it has been launched. Number two was to demonstrate the connectivity solution in the USA ahead of their rollout. Again, this has been completed successfully. So not only were they able to bring the actual World Mobile platform to the US, they were able to roll it out on a micro scale to actually prove that this idea will also work within different locations. So moving forward, what we can expect from the team will be a full recap here of their mission, as well as some technical explainers, community interviews, and their full rollout plan for the United States. So again, hopefully this gives you guys a little bit of closure here. As I mentioned, there were some concerns surrounding the Aerostat launches, and it now looks like we actually have seen this for ourselves directly in the US. Next, I want to talk about the global app. And if you guys are not aware, this is basically going to be the application that users will be able to use in order not only to purchase credits and data, but they'll also be able to purchase third-party services here directly on the app. And so as you guys can see there, there's going to be services for Airbnb, Apple, as well as different crypto platforms, which in this example, they're showing Binance. Now, that said, what I want to highlight here is that we already have seen the rollout of the global app within Zanzibar as a part of their first launch there. And so the app was not accessible anywhere else, but as of today, they have rolled it out in beta form within Australia. So it reads here, the World Mobile global app has officially launched. We're thrilled to announce that the global app has officially launched in a closed beta, currently being tested in Australia. Now, while we've hinted at a few features, here's a comprehensive list of confirmed features that are planned to be included. Number one, fully customizable dashboard. Number two, a coverage map, which looks like is what we have over here. Number three, an integrated Cardano wallet, which as we can see is going to be listed here. There's also going to be a scan to earn feature, which will allow users looking to benefit from providing the WMT or the World Mobile team information by actually scanning and confirming areas and locations where AirNodes and Aerostats can be rolled out. Very lastly, they're going to have value-added services, which I mentioned will be the inclusion of third-party services like Airbnb, Binance, Amazon, Ace, etc. And then very lastly, there's going to be a data management feature, which I assume will let us see how much data you spent, where you spent it, and all of that good stuff there. Now, if you guys want to go ahead and actually participate as a part of the early beta testing, all you need to do is go ahead and actually respond to this tweet here, which I'll go ahead and leave a link to down below in the description. The very last topic I want to touch on here for today's update when it comes to the World Mobile Protocol is going to be the fact that the AYA white paper is officially rolled out. If you guys are not familiar with AYA, this is going to be their sidechain built on the Cosmos SDK connected to Cardano. Now, that said, the actual AYA testnet right now is available for EarthNode operators. So if you own an EarthNode, you can actually go ahead and claim that EarthNode on the testnet, and you can go ahead and actually set that up in order to see exactly what that process will be like once the mainnet comes out. If you guys are not aware, there's only ever going to be a total of 1,000 of these EarthNodes. So if you do own one, definitely make sure to do your due diligence there and make sure to go ahead and test it out on the testnet as soon as possible. Now, what I want to highlight here is the fact that the team has officially rolled out all of the specs and all of the nuance when it comes to the sidechain, which will be operating for the EarthNode operators. So it states, we're excited to announce the publication of the AYA white paper. The white paper outlines our hybrid solution of a layer 2 and a sidechain documenting both a scalability and interoperability. This solution is truly novel, paving the way for a decentralized communication system which champions the sharing economy and supports the World Mobile's mission to connect the unconnected. Now, I haven't had the time to actually dive all the way into this recently released white paper, given that it was just released no more than 2 hours ago. That said, it does cover quite a bit here, and I'm going to do my best to kind of break this down and follow up with you guys as a part of a separate video. So as a part of the contents included in the AYA white paper, there's going to be discussion surrounding the EarthNode network, the AYA committee, concepts and components, consensus and scalability, as well as supplementary information and material. Again, here's going to be a quick, just kind of glance at it, really just kind of breaking everything down, which the team has done an amazing job of doing all throughout the actual protocol, right? So not only just being organized, but making sure to provide users with all the information that they really need in order to be able to contribute to this growing network. That is going to bring us to a close here for today's update. I hope you guys found this to be useful. If you did, and if you have any questions, make sure to leave those down below. If you appreciate this content, make sure to tap that like button. And if it's your first time stopping by and you want more content just like this, then consider subscribing. That said, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.